The following is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions stated in High from Space do not in any way reflect its parent company, the Milky Way Public Radio Broadcast System. I've also been asked to say that due to the beauty of Jason, the production assistant, we recommend averting your eyes as he is not held responsible for blindings or divorces he may cause.
Hey, life forms. Welcome back to High from Space. It's the show where we learn a little something about this planet we call Earth. Here are my friends, the Cause, Jessica, and Jay.
What's up, everybody? Hi.
What's going on, everybody? How are your weekends?
Oof.
Anything good? No?
Nah.
I got drunk this weekend. I got real drunk.
Yeah, you did.
It was good.
Yeah, you did.
What'd you drink?
I drank a 6-pack of Miller High Life and 3
Some
Shirley Temples with vodka?
Shirley Temples with vodka, basically.
Yes, you
Hey,
did.
back it the fuck up. What?
Yeah, Shirley Temples with vodka. It's a
Is it
drink.
flavored or regular vodka?
It's regular Grey Goose.
That sounds good.
It's pretty good. I put a little bit of lime in it, so it's also the same way if I make a Moscow Mule, which Sarah drinks.
Yeah, those are
You
good.
take the lime and you get a little bit of the lime zest in there. And cut it in half, and the juice of a whole lime, ginger ale, cherry juice, couple cherries, ice, shot of vodka.
I'm going to a show this weekend. Do you think I could order that in public, or do you think they would just be like,
Not with a straight face.
I'm sure it's a drink. I just don't know what it is.
I'm going to ask for a Shirley
There's
Temple?
no way
with
I
vodka.
invented. Yeah, just be like a Shirley Temple with vodka is just. It's going to be Sprite or ginger ale with
Sprite,
Grenadine.
grenadine.
and cherries. A cherry.
Yeah, cherries, because I don't want just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably try to order it. Like, could I get a Shirley Temple with ginger ale?
See, I like Sprite.
But if you like Sprite's not bad.
I don't like soda in general, but in drinks, Sprite's like crisper, I think.
It is. It's a burn your mouth kind of fizz.
Yeah.
It's good.
What's a
If
Tom
the ginger ale is
Collins?
not Canada Dry, then
Isn't it Tom
Collins
Collins?
is whiskey and something else. I don't know.
Oh,
It's Fred Collins' brother.
Yeah.
it is.
There is an alcoholic equivalent of
Roy
Shirley
Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Yes,
Okay.
Roy
Yeah,
Rogers.
Roy
Yeah,
Rogers
yeah.
is ginger ale and
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Grenadine.
Roy Rogers is the ginger ale version, and the Shirley Temple is Sprite.
I don't think a Roy Rogers is pink, is it?
I don't know.
I think
A
no.
little more
because it's for
orangey because of the
boys.
ginger ale.
it's okay.
It's for boys like science.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's science, Jess. Don't worry about it. So, what happened?
Yeah. So, would anybody else do anything?
Dude, I finally understood why Ray Liotta in Goodfellas is like batshit by the end of the movie. When he's like, the helicopters, Karen, the helicopters.
Right. Did you do a lot of cocaine?
That's my Ray Liotta, by the way.
Cocana?
Like, so I have like plant growing,
What kind of plant do you grow?
medicinal. And every single time I hear like a noise, I'm running to my window. I fully understand. I was like, Ray Liotta, you're crazy. Those helicopters aren't following you. Yes, they were. I fully understand Ray Liotta now. Like, I apologize. Because anytime I hear the mail gets dropped off, I'm running outside, checking my plant.
Well, I think you should apologize to Ray Liotta. Let me see if I can get him on the line. Hang on a second.
If he's probably not doing anything. He's probably at home.
Hey, this is Ray Liotta.
Ray? Yeah,
Hey,
Jess has
what's
something
happening,
to say
Jay?
to
I
you.
haven't heard from you in a while. This is Ray Liotta.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Ray, I'm sorry. I thought you were crazy. You weren't crazy. You were just coked out and truthful.
Cocaine. Yeah.
Thanks for
Does-
taking the time to
Does
talk
he
to us.
accept the apology?
He accepted the apology.
Awesome.
We just had a conversation with Ray Liotta. You totally missed it.
I'm sorry.
That's
One of our
okay.
cards was full. I had to go flush it, and then set up a new one. Got to maintain the ship, even though we got stuff to do.
You just
Yeah, I know.
dump the poop out.
Yeah, it's just space. It's fine.
Where do you?
It's just solid. It's freezing solid immediately. It's
If I
just-
go outside and I step on your frozen shit, I'm going to be in such a bad mood.
I'd be pissed.
Oh, it won't go down to Earth. We're not that close.
It might burn up in the atmosphere or come in like
Should burn it. It's probably
Screaming
gonna
like a
go into
comet.
the atmosphere. A screaming comet of shit.
a screaming comet of shit that causes a mass extinction. That would
It
be
sounds
insane.
like That's like a punk album from the 90s.
Sounds like a Michael Bay movie.
The LA Times calls it a screaming vomit of shit and piss.
Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck star.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to know what I did this week?
What'd
No.
you do, Jay?
Nah.
I mean, we don't, but
No.
you're going to tell us.
I decided I'd go down to the earth myself. I haven't been there in a while. I was out of condiments. So what I did is I went to the different fast food places
You did not.
and I loaded up and now I'm good for the next, 3 months or so.
Dude, I think that's illegal. That's like
Oh,
stealing.
that is illegal.
No, I mean, I got food while I was there.
It might be like a lesser offense. I don't think it's like a federal offense, but you could definitely go to jail for that.
Dude, that is some hobo shit.
That is some hobo shit.
That's some
That's
bullshit
some
right
hobo
there.
shit.
I have to see if that's illegal right now. I'm dropping a dime.
You are all, the post-apocalyptic world. No one's going to need stupid food items. Lo and
Yeah,
behold, Lord Jason rises from the ashes to provide the people with exactly what they
with
want.
your ketchup and
Yeah.
You're going to feed your kids ketchup
Hot
soup
sauce?
with soy sauce?
With
What
your
if-
1 gallon bag of ketchup.
Yeah, he's gonna be the king of the post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
You know what I hate?
That could happen.
Do you know what I
That
hate?
happens, I'm
I
killing
hate
myself.
Ketchup from packets.
Oh, but it's the best ketchup.
In the Galactic Flea Market, did you ever go to his stand? Jay's stand. Remember when Jay had a stand in the
Oh,
flea
I had
market?
all kinds of shit out there. I mean,
All this
was
bullshit he'd
awful.
steal from Earth, this gross stuff like that.
Yeah,
Those
gross.
stupid
they're not using it.
Doritos.
They throw half of that shit away down there. Wasteful humans.
I'm looking it up right now if it's a felony. I hope it is.
It's not a
Packet-
felony. It's going to be
packet-
worth over $500.
Packet condiments are the worst condiments.
No bullshit. Packet mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
Packet
Nope.
mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
Packet 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 mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise. Packet,
Nope,
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 packet,
nope.
Packet mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
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 Packet mayonnaise,
Nope.
like sometimes
Jay
you
doesn't
see
even eat
guys
mayonnaise.
cut
I
out the
do
side of
now.
mayonnaise,
I am a mayonnaise eater.
and they scoop the mayonnaise out of the mayonnaise tub, and it's got like lettuce in it from the last time they made a sandwich. It's fucking disgusting.
What sort
Actually-
of savage place are you going to? Subway?
Let's see if this is illegal.
It's illegal. It's not a felony.
You can be. It is theft. It
I've
is.
had somebody at the
You'd have to steal a
drive-through.
lot.
I mean, I didn't, maybe not this much, but like I've had somebody at the drive-through. Like when I went to Wendy's once, I was like, "Can you give me as much chili sauce as you can?" And they were just like, "There you go." And like I must have had 40 packages of it.
And then they got
Yeah.
fired. How do you feel now?
They might have. I don't give a
They
shit.
might
I got
have.
my
They
40
don't.
packets. That's like my.
I mean, the cause and I had, we've gone to the movies and had a whole trash bag of popcorn given to us.
True, it was great.
I love movie popcorn. That's the best.
It was
It
great.
was the best.
is.
We
Yeah.
threw popcorn at each other's mouths.
Did you put butter on it?
Handfuls, armfuls.
No,
No,
he just-
it was popped with whatever butter flavor is
Oh,
on it.
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever that
but-
stuff is.
Put more on there.
I would have
No.
dumped like a
No,
whole
it was in a
fucking
trash
bucket.
bag. It
Yeah.
was
I would have still put more butter on it
it was an enormous
in the trash
You-
bag.
It wasn't
trash
pot.
bag.
You'd have to get cups of butter, and then I would be grossed out and not want it. It was when we went to see Rumble in the Bronx for like the 14th time.
Yeah, something like that.
Movie's
And
good.
there's a part in the movie where a motorcycle hits a popcorn cart.
Yeah.
We
Jerk
would grab
like
the
doing a
popcorn and
wheelie.
throw it all up in the air.
Like you're
And it
really
was
there.
awesome. Yeah. And the little kid was turning around and looking at his mom going, Mom, look. And she was just going, knock it off. Pay attention to the
Pay
movie.
attention to
And
the
he was
movie.
like, but they've got a giant bag of popcorn.
He was trying to
And then,
narc you
take
out.
some.
He was.
Take some, kid.
Yeah.
Get over here. Throw it around with us.
Yeah. Take some popcorn from the strangers in the back row that are throwing popcorn at each
Yeah.
other's faces.
Yeah,
Always
who
do.
they
With
were
our
given
mouths
the
open.
trash bag of popcorn by the employees, and they didn't care if we made a mess because they weren't the cleanup crew.
Yeah,
Somebody
no,
came
no,
in to
clean
do
it. There's
that.
another group of people. The worst would be when you did the late shows and the cleanup crew was coming in
Ugh.
and you had to like look at them, make you feel like a dick.
Yeah, sorry.
We went to the movie theater to go see Split or Glass or whatever the last one was. And they were like,
yeah.
the movie's going to be like 10 minutes late. Somebody poured nacho cheese all over the seats and we have to clean it up first.
Oh,
Oh, they'd be like, can I just go to a different movie?
Yeah. Can I just see something else then? Because I don't want to sit there.
Yeah,
No,
can
we
you
put
cancel
garbage
one
bags.
of the showings
Yeah.
of Coming to America too?
It wasn't terrible.
I haven't seen
I
it yet.
watched it.
It wasn't the worst. It was
I can't.
It wasn't terrible.
The first one was just so classic.
Yeah, it's not the first one by damn sight.
I just can't.
Did you see the Chucky show they're doing?
Nope.
Yeah, I saw the
That
trailer.
looks good. I think it looks pretty good.
It definitely looks like it's made for USA.
I hate that Chucky is your favorite horror icon. I like. Yeah, it's Jay's favorite, and I hate it.
Chucky is your favorite?
I mean, a close second is Jason.
Jason is.
Explain this. Explain how you think Chucky is the master of fucking puppets there.
This is a great topic.
Convince me on this because Chucky sucks.
Yeah, Chucky's like the last on my list.
He sucks.
You know that little guy
like
from that little thing from Trilogy of Terror, and he's like this big, and he's got the little fucking
that gave me nightmares.
The Zuni.
Chucky's worse than
voodoo
that.
doll.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Zuni voodoo doll.
That's horrifying.
I went back recently and watched that again, and it's still just as fucking
it's creepy as fuck. It's a very well done horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the thing in the crate and that creep show, that scares the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, fuck
yeah. Cat's Eye is a great one too.
Right? The Zuni voodoo doll.
No, not the Cat's Eye one.
That's from Trilogy of Terror.
Yeah,
with Karen Black. But somehow Chucky supersedes that.
Yes, the reason why
and Michael Myers and Freddy and
the first horror movie like that, the slasher type horror movies that I ever saw in the theater was Chucky. My cousin Melissa brought me with her boyfriend. It was the very first time I'd seen a horror movie in the theater, and it was so much worse in the theater than any other horror movie I'd ever seen because it's just that whole environment of being in a movie theater. Like it back in the day, if you watch something on TV, it didn't have the quality that you can now get. Right. And so to be at the theater.
Corey weren't throwing popcorn at the back of your head.
Also, so small. Even the biggest TVs in right up into the 80s were fairly small.
And there's no way to hide your face with it. Like, if something scary's coming, you got to close your eyes, but like you want to see it at the same time. And in the theater, and it was funny too, like Chucky and like when the old woman sees him in the elevator and says, "What an ugly doll," and he's just like, "Fuck you!" Like as he's going down. Bitch. Or the best scene in that movie is when the mother flips over the doll and, looks at there's no things there and it spins around the head and she drops it and she picks it up and she lights the fire and she's like, talk to me, damn it, or I'll throw you in the fire. And he comes alive and he's like, you stupid bitch, you filthy slut. I'll teach you to fuck with me. And I was like, oh my God. When I was a kid, it just blew my mind. And that's why Chucky.
Oh, yeah, that's why. I saw one of the Friday the 13th. It might have been part 2 at the drive-in.
Oh.
And that was like, I was real little when that came out. When did that come out? Part 3 came out. Part 3 I saw at the Cineplex.
Yeah, I'd go to visit my cousins and they'd play the worst horror movies.
I would go over with my friends and then my friends' uncles would go to the movies and be like, oh, you want to go to the movies? We're going to the drive-in with my Uncle Maki. And then we'd go with him. And they're a mess. So they didn't care. And they would stay for the double feature. And the second movie would be some crazy horror movie or something. It's nuts.
Yeah. I remember my parents taking me to go see movies when I was younger because I was the only child. And I was watching some not Bruce. What's the guy with the mustache that's in the movies?
Oh, here we go. It's time for the galaxy's favorite quiz show, Who Dat? What's His Face? With your host, Jessica Schwartzmeyer. Oh, here we go.
Dude, I know who it is. I can't say it.
He was in Cosmopolitan.
Burt Reynolds.
Yes, Burt Reynolds. Thank you.
I win. That's one of my favorite games. What's the least amount of info you can have and guess the right answer? The guy in the movies with the mustache.
It was either that or Tom Selleck.
Right.
We named that in
Tom
one
Selleck
note.
wasn't really in movies.
Right.
He was, but not as much as he was in movies, but not as much as
Burt Reynolds.
Selleck was more like a TV person, I think.
All right, Jess, who is your favorite slasher horror character?
Like horror, like serial killer or horror movie horror?
Yeah, any horror movie. I think I know where this is going, but go ahead.
I don't know because I think it's Amityville Horror, the original one.
But-
house.
Okay, no. All right, let's narrow that down. Let's say slasher killer.
Who is your favorite slasher
Oh.
killer? Michael, Jason,
Yeah.
Freddy,
No,
Pinhead.
Leatherface.
All right.
I'm a big Leatherface girl.
I thought you were gonna say Bruce, but
Jaws. I don't consider Jaws a slasher movie.
Jaws is a
No.
horror movie for days.
It's a horror movie,
Yeah.
but he's not a serial killer.
I consider like
All you have to do is
He
go
comes
on-
back in like 4 movies.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Still more.
He has a lot of.
family.
He's just not human.
Yeah, I thought we were going with like human. You can just walk to the
that's where I
sand.
thought we were going.
Yeah.
was
That's
the
fine.
shark.
It's fine.
No, Leatherface. I've always loved Leatherface. I don't know if it's like the like fucking noise it does in the movie. That always gets me. That's the noise. What?
And the family is just so messed up. And
It's a total train wreck.
yeah,
Dude,
Corey,
it's fucking weird.
what's your favorite?
Oh, easily Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
Really?
Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger for me. The first, when did Freddy when Nightmare on Elm Street come out? It was at like 84,
1981.
81.
82, I mean.
82 was the first Nightmare.
No, hold on. Let me check. I was just
I wanna
looking.
say it was like
84. You were right.
84.
84.
Yeah.
I was super young, like was I 7, 8 years old, and like I just remember seeing the commercials and it scaring the shit out of me. The commercials gave me nightmares. Just the look of Freddy Krueger like was enough to give me nightmares. But at the same time, like the first movie, not so much. And was it the second movie? Or the third? No. The third movie is good. The second one is awful.
the
Which
Dream
one?
The
Warriors.
second one out.
Yeah, which one was the
Dream-
one with the tongue?
That was Dream Warriors.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
third
Yeah.
one.
That always grossed me out.
That
I
one's
thought
really
the
gross,
fourth
but it's
one was
not
Dream
good.
Warriors.
The first
No,
one.
that was
great.
Dream. There was something else.
The new Nightmare, Dream Warriors, Don't Go to Sleep or You'll Die,
Because the second
2
one
was Revenge.
Revenge of
the
Freddy.
second one is super weird because
3 was Dream Warriors.
like he's trying to come out of this kid into reality, and apparently like it's like got super homo erotic undertones that I didn't pick up on as a kid.
No,
But
I've read some deep theories about that.
but yeah, no, Freddy like it, but then also like the humor with Freddy, the welcome
He had
to
good
prime time
one-liners.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like welcome to primetime bitch after like coming through a TV and smashing her head into the TV, which would not have killed her.
Right.
100% would not have killed her.
In
Really?
horror reality, it would though.
In horror reality, people's heads are very fragile.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah.
But
Frank, yours?
yeah, Freddy.
Yeah.
For
Freddy.
me, it's Jason.
Yeah.
I don't even have to
Classic.
think about it. Jason has been my favorite forever. He was great. The Freddy versus Jason was fantastic.
I liked them.
Although Friday the 13th is one of those ones where like, I'm not a huge fan of the first one. It's
Yeah.
good, but it's so different. It's just got that trashy 70s vibe to it.
But
like
I
Last
think
House on
it's-
the Left.
It really sets up the series. You know what I mean? Like
It does. Like it gives it
kinda
depth
wasn't
to the
even-
rest of the series.
It wasn't even really Jason in it, so understandably. Yeah.
And then part 2 is like, isn't it his mom for half of it?
Yeah.
No, because she dies at the beginning of the
Yeah,
first
she
one.
dies at the end of the
That's right.
first one. The second one is Baghead.
Baghead.
Yeah.
3 is when when it gets good.
Yeah.
With the hot
Where he-
Baghead Jason is kind of like, so it's a rare franchise where like it just keeps getting better, more outrageous.
Yeah.
I mean, the Freddy versus Jason was awesome. Jason
But
X
you
with
also like Jason X.
Jason
I was
X
just gonna
was
say-
great, dude.
There was
Really?
good parts of it.
There were really good parts of it. There were some bad in between. There were some bad Jasons. There were some bad Friday the 13th.
Was Jason Takes Manhattan before or after Jason X?
Before.
Way before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw
That's
that
the one that he goes into the sewer and he falls in and then the water recedes.
Yeah, dude. That one
And it's
sucks.
just child Jason down in the sewer in a clown costume. Super weird.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
really weird.
Super
It's
weird.
terrible. I try to not even think about it as part of it.
Yeah, I think up to like 5 or 6 maybe was pretty good, and then
And then
I
it
gave
got
up.
bad for a little bit. And then I thought Jason X was a comeback. Freddy versus Jason was really great.
Is that the one where he eats the heart? The doctor eats the heart and becomes Jason.
Dude, that one is Friday the 13th. what is it? Yeah, I have to say the whole title to remember it. It's Friday the 13th. Fuck. Yeah, they dig up the heart and he eats it. Friday the 13th.
Well, no, they lure him in.
13th titles.
They lure him into the woods, and all of us, like, there's a screaming girl, and he's chasing her, and then all the lights come on, and like the army is just surrounded Jason, and they fucking light him up, and then like the doctor is working on him, and the heart starts to like pump. And it's like this black heart, and then out of nowhere, he just grabs it and eats it, and then becomes Jason.
That's sometimes what doctors do.
I feel like that's
really?
Jason Takes Manhattan, isn't it?
I am not going back to Earth for my condiments.
Yeah, doctors sometimes are like, "Hey, you know what? This looks tasty."
So the titles are Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2, Part 3, Final Chapter, A New Beginning, Jason Lives, The New Blood. The New Blood would make sense that a doctor would start.
I think it lives. I think it's
Jason Lives.
Which one was Corey Feldman in?
Might have been. He was in a few.
He was
of them,
in
I think.
4 or 5. He was in Final Chapter or New Beginning.
I thought he was in like the second one.
No, Corey Feldman was like 2, I think.
He was really young. He was at the camp. He was in a wheelchair, wasn't he?
No.
And he dies.
No, that was Silver Bullet.
That's
wasn't
Silver
it?
Bullet. It's a different
No,
that was
no,
Silver
that's
Bullet.
Corey Haim.
Corey Haim. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, they're interchangeable. Well, not anymore.
But there's also, to me, probably like there's 2 like slasher horror icons to me that were always the most horrifying when I was a kid. And the first one is Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Because Michael Myers wasn't a supernatural monster to begin with. He was just a mental patient.
Right.
And that horrified me. It was just this, it's just this dude that's out of his mind. Like, yeah, he needs some medication, but he's just a person.
Do you think if he got the right medication at a young age, he wouldn't have gone on and killed everybody?
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you think like maybe some Ritalin?
No, he needed more than Ritalin.
Like a Klonopin, like a K
Jason had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. He needed therapy. I saw Poltergeist in the theater, and I saw it with my father, which means that's before 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like they brought me to fucking see Poltergeist.
That's how I saw Exorcist.
I mean, maybe that has something to do with these memory losses.
Yeah, I saw a lot of movies I shouldn't have seen.
Exorcist, I was pretty young the first time I saw it, and it scared me bad. Like
Exorcist still scares me, like to this day. For some reason, sometimes if I'm in the parlor, I'm like, let me scare myself. And I think like that Reagan, because I can't see my hallway from the couch. So I assume that somehow Reagan is going to spider walk into the thing and then just stick her head around the doorway.
Yeah. No, the spider walk thing.
Yeah, that was good.
that.
Yeah,
that's like imprinted.
Horror had a way of doing something that horror nowadays, it does differently, but I don't think as good.
I've always thought that it's an age thing too. I think that's the main problem. You know, as an adult that whatever's happening isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
You know that it's not real. There's no fantasy where you try to believe it.
Yeah, like in no world, the other one that scared me, like Michael Myers, scared me so bad, but I was still so like wanted to watch it, was Pinhead. The Hellraiser movie.
Oh yeah, those movies are creepy.
Pinhead. I remember seeing the first one on USA Up All Night.
Oh, nice.
And I remember it just horrifying me. Like I was so scared, I couldn't change the channel. I was just frozen with fear. Like it's burned into my brain.
See, that one's not scary so much as just like, it's disgusting.
To me, it was,
body horror is gross.
It's
I don't
super
like
gross.
Yeah, it's super like the uncut first movie where the guy, they give him a straight razor or a blade and they're like, and he just starts flailing all of his skin off, wrecked me.
Yeah, like the part where what's his name that becomes Pinhead, he figures out the puzzle cube.
Yeah, Pinhead Jr.
And like all the hooks come out. Like that was like scary as shit. But Pinhead as well, like I didn't know what dominatrix clothing looked like at the time. I didn't realize it was all very S&M gear and but but the look of him, the command of him, as like the way he spoke scared the shit out of me. Just constant calm.
Clive Barker, did he have something to do with that?
Yeah, he wrote it.
Wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's based on his books.
Yeah,
I never realized how gross his books were.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Dude, one year for my mom's birthday, I bought her a Clive Barker book.
Oh God, which one? Is it the one where he
Book of Blood?
No,
is it the one where he jerks off into a pile of shit and then creates a golem with it?
that might be the one.
Yeah, is it I think I have it over there. Damnation something.
I feel like it was like hell something.
Merry Christmas.
My mom was just like, she was like, oh, this is a weird book. I'm like, I don't know, you like horror. She's like, I don't even know if I would call it horror.
Strange
it's just
horror.
Strange and disgusting.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
Yeah, it was this one where there's like, I think there's a moment where a dude jerks off and flies come out of his dick.
Yeah, that's definitely a Clive Barker book.
Does that happen to anybody else?
When you give one of your parents or something a book that's like really disgustingly gross.
Actually,
and
I did that
in some weird way.
I bought my mother It when it came out because she was reading some other random book. My mother's not a huge reader, so for Christmas I bought her It. I think it was like 10 when it came out, and she didn't read it, so I read it, and it was not a 10-year-old book.
No,
it is
that's
not a book for 10-year-olds.
I started reading it, that like it freaked me out.
It fucked me up for a long time.
Like reading in there, like I remember in the first chapter when they're talking about the floods, and like it talks about a penis floating down the side of the road, and I was like, what did I just read?
Yeah, and contrary to popular belief, I wasn't this much of a slut when I was younger, so like this was all new to me. It was a really good book. What book was the name of that book, Frank, that you got your mom? Is it a red cover with a seashell on it?
It's a red cover.
Yeah.
The Book of Blood.
No, Book of Blood is a series. You know what's also good, Clive Barker wise? Nightbreed. Nightbreed is really good. That one was really scary.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that movie was really good. That one freaks me out.
That book. I just really couldn't get into that book.
Frank, is it a Magica?
Oh, Magica.
Is it a Magica? Is there a postman in it? The guy that delivers the mail?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Okay.
Frank, just say yes.
Yeah, just say, I'm going to keep doing this until we find the book.
It's the one where there's a dude that jerks off and flies come out of it.
Yeah, I think that's a Magica.
Okay, it could be it then. That sounds like it's probably it.
Does that happen to any of you guys?
Where flies come out of my dick when I jerk off?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd suck Idris Elba's dick, man. If he was in front of me and he was like, you want to suck this dick? I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Huh?
And he probably smells great too.
Huh? 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 So can we circle back to the fact that you're afraid of a doll?
Yeah, but man.
Oh, yeah, Chucky. It's rude. It's because your explanation makes total sense why that would be your go-to.
Yeah.
Because you never saw the other ones. Like,
well, I saw them, but not on the big screen. Like I saw Friday the 13th over my cousin's house. I saw all the horror movies. Phantasm. Do you remember Phantasm?
Oh, yeah. Phantasm.
Oh, shit. Have you guys seen
I Spit on Your Grave?
The Beast Within.
Mausoleum.
I watched that with my great grandmother.
What the hell's the one with the puppets in England?
Puppet Master?
No.
Waxworks.
Oh.
No, that one was good too. When he's like shaped tartar and he's like the vampire. I loved that.
Which one?
Dolls. Oh my God.
A lot of those movies are horrible.
What movie is that?
Waxworks.
Oh my God, I remember watching that when I was a kid.
That just like come back to you when he's like
like
tartar.
That whole thing just like washed. I was like, oh my, I haven't seen that since I was pre-10 easily. Also a USA Up All Night movie.
That movie was awesome.
USA Up All Night. I think we were all their target audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nightcrawlers. Do you remember Nightcrawlers?
Yeah.
No.
Those little squid lizard thing, like they were just like slugs, but they swirled up into your brain and like turned you into a zombie.
No, like Tremors.
Kind of like Tremors.
Guess, yeah, kind
of. Like a lot of movies.
I used to like Tremors was good. There's like
Night of the Comet.
Night of the Comet's a great. It's like an older.
Was that the mall one?
Movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that movie so much.
You know, it was good. Freaks was amazing.
Oh Lord.
I love that.
Wait a minute.
movie.
Wait a minute. The old movie that
Yeah, like that 1926 one where they actually.
That you built up to me to be one of the best movies ever, and then you got it, and we watched it, and I went, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
I feel like I saw that it was really young, and it left quite an impression.
Yeah, like you talked it up like this movie is fucking crazy.
Now, let me ask you a question. Can you roll a cigarette with no arms and no legs? No. Can the gentleman in the movie do it? Yes.
I can't roll a cigarette with two hands.
Yeah,
and a person with no arms and no legs can also roll down a hill better than me too.
That's harsh. I think
harsh.
that happened. That might have actually.
It is harsh, but it's true.
It's true,
reality.
but like
the reality
having like a bunch of having a human torso come at me at night in a rainstorm with a knife clenched between his teeth.
I always thought that was absurd.
I would kick that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I would do that too. I would do that too.
Like,
how will we not kick a Chucky doll? It's the same thing.
That's the confidence.
Voodoo.
Yeah, voodoo.
Give me the power, I beg of you.
I think we've gotten some stuff. We found out some things tonight. I feel like maybe we should have a quick word from our sponsors and say goodnight.
Yeah.
And what are our sponsors this weekend?
This week, once again, we have back Kokana. When you need to stay awake. Kokana. Eat shit. When you're having that kind of day. Eat shit. And open trunk fireworks. Go blow your fingers off, kids.
What I do is I take a bunch of Kokana, I hit the guys over in their trunks, I get a bunch of fireworks, I come home, I light them off. My dog, he caught fire the other week.
Yeah, I don't know if you've gotten the memos, Jay, but no fireworks in the pods or spaceships.
Oh, was that what those alarms were?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean,
We
it's
had
not
a good
on
thing going.
We're not in the same area, so I'm just looking out for you. Of just, fire in the space is bad.
I'm in the same fucking quadrant as you, and now I've got a fucking ban on fireworks. Thanks, dickhead.
If they show up because you let off fireworks and they see that packet of sauce, you're pretty screwed.
You think I should throw this out into space?
I mean, you
lit a
could
bug.
probably hang on to it. I would use it.
Lit a bug.
I mean, this is a good 5 to 6 pounds of just condiments.
Next week, it's going to be a 12-pound bag of
Hold on to that. If you have a scale, we could weigh that out. Maybe
you have a scale.
About it.
I do.
You have to have a scale at your house. You can weigh that stolen bag of condiments.
It's a kitchen scale. My other one needs a battery.
Well, thanks for coming out to talk with us tonight, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Efro.
Bye.
So, bye from space.
Hey, bye from space.
Bye from space.
Bye from the inside of a whale.
Hi from Space is brought to you by the Milky Way Public Radio Broadcast System and made possible by Kokana. When you need to stay awake, Kokana. Eat shit. When you're having that kind of day, eat shit. And open trunk fireworks. Go blow your fingers off, kid.
Packet mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.
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 Packet mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise.